Get it. All right, so right off the bat, this before the media scrum, all that shit went down. We had an announcement from AEW chanting and telling us that Tony Khan himself will be coming up and telling us what exactly is happening in the dysfunctional world of AEW. Everybody from this past week, everybody nonstop on the timeline, on Reddit, on every damn social media you can find. Everybody was talking about CM Punk, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. It was non in stop. Everybody was talking about, are they leaving? We heard rumors about the Young Bucks talking to WWE. We heard rumors that Kenny Omega was talking about WWE. We talked about CM Punk walking out, suing people. A whole bunch of stuff went down. But Tony Khan said, whatever is happening backstage, we got to address the people, and so he did. And he announced what was going to happen in the beginning of the show, and he announced the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions, and also vacating both the AEW World Heavyweight Champion and the AEW Trios Tag Team titles. Guys, ladies, I ask your opinion, your feelings, your reactions on TK's big announcement and him vacating titles. We're going to go right down below me, Spike. Then we're going to go Javelin. Then we're going to go Ringo. And then we're going to go right to Mayo. Spike, your reaction, please, good sir.
Smart man. That was smart man. Okay. Great decision.
Okay.
I mean, if you it's do what's good, to quote Triple H, do what's best for business. And this was most best for business because this was like I think we said in the previous podcast, Tony Khan needs to show that he needs to be a leader. It was time for him to put his big boy pants on, be the boss, neither nut up or shut up. And to that night, he spread it open wide. And then he nutted up. And now we're gonna crown new champions. I mean, that's it. So I know there are people that are upset that, you know, some people are saying, oh well, it was the Bucks that started it, or CM Punk shouldn't have started it, or XYZ. Well, at the end of the day, that everybody's suspended. That's it. Case closed. We done. It sucks. Should it happen? Punk shouldn't have. Punk should not have ran his mouth. The Bucks shouldn't have crashed and knocked down the door thinking that they own and shit, which again, they're EVPs. There could have been a more professional way to handle all of this. That way, the Bucks wouldn't have been suspended, and CM Punk would have been the only one suspended, actually, in this case. So now look where we are. Tony Khan made a smart decision, in my opinion.
Okay. Javelin. Your thoughts and reactions.
You're
muted. My bad. I'm muting myself. Okay, my bad. What I was saying was that whether he vacated or not, this was going to me, like, kind of stain the legacy of these championships in this moment. Because Punk given this title two times. Granted, I get the first time the injury happened, but the right thing he should have done was give it up. That's why, like one of the things, I'm not a big fan of this interim shit, which is why Moxley said it best. Like, the interim, I ain't no fucking interim champion. I'm not a big fan of that. And I think he needs to stop that. But anyways, and then also for the first time ever, the Trios Championship, you have to get rid of it just like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Off the Bucks and Kenny. Like the next couple of days right after they won it. Man, what does that say? Like, I get he had to do what he had to do, but it's like, we don't want to start. This is not the right way to start off these, with these championships winning on like a night like that. You know what I mean? So I think it's sad that it came to this. Triple H was a prophet. Hangman Page was trying to talk to us. He was literally trying to talk to every single person in that fucking audience and around the world, sitting at home eating nothing but a bunch of fucking Frito-Lay's chips and crusty ass Cheetos that the bag has been opened and staled. Like these,
Oh
he's talking
shit.
to those people, right? Basement dwelling ass bitches. He's telling everybody, yo, this guy is toxic. He's trying to kill this company, and I'm defending AEW from CM Punk. And then these dumbass bitches want to sit here and boom. I'm just sitting here like, when he said that, remember, I wasn't the guy who was like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't like against him. I wasn't like booing him. I was like, I think, hey, man's trying to tell us something, but hey, whatever. And no, hey, Tony didn't want to listen. But anyways, yeah, it's sad. That's all I got to say about it. Ringo.
Okay.
Oh!
Let's take a deep breath on that. Okay, so I agree with Jay. Punk shouldn't have won on Sunday. I was there, like literally watching it live Sunday, and I was just like, my initial thought was Moxley's winning this because I mean he was annihilating Punk. Punk just hit a couple of big moves and then he won it. First off, Punk should have won it. I know it's in Chicago. I know you want the big pop. Overall, Mox should have won that match. That's just my opinion. On top of that, Punk ends up getting injured during the match, so he was going to relinquish the title, regardless of what happened. But I mean, with everything that happened, this was a smart choice for Tony Khan. It was actually the only choice that was logical for him to make. And, with him being, seen as a leader, yes and no. I think we all saw who the true leader was, and that was John Moxley when he came out and cut that amazingly beautiful promo. Oh my gosh. Give me tingles. It's
Don't forget
exactly what I
passionate.
needed to. Yeah, that passion. This man has a passion and a love for AEW. And he said the exact words that I wanted to hear being said. I don't care if it was by Khan. I don't care if it was by Mox. I just needed to hear somebody showing some love and support for his company through the bullshit that we all had, that they had to deal with on Sunday. And Mox said it beautifully, and I congratulate him for that. I don't know, if that was that. I felt like that was just him coming out there on a whim and just speaking straight up facts on how he felt about the company. Even with MJF cutting his own promo and saying, still threatening about, leaving the WWE. Even Mox told him, like, this isn't the time, this isn't the place. He's like, you either leave this ring or I'm throwing you out of this ring myself.
We all know MJF can't take on Moxley single-handedly. So,
But,
so far as we know.
Mm.
So far as we know.
Exactly.
Well,
but
I mean,
You might have
overall,
some
I don't know
arsenal.
about that. Now,
Wait.
when you get big like this, that's kind of hard to say at this juncture. I don't know. We'll see. Because they let MJF beat Punk. He's the first one to beat Punk in AEW. So who's to say he won't beat Mox?
I said
agree.
without
Overall,
assistance, though.
It was a smart decision, I think.
Okay.
On for this tournament to happen.
Mayo. Big Mustard. Y'all thoughts?
I don't mean, what do we go from here? Like, what's next? We don't know what's next. It just a lot of uncertainty with the company.
I'm ascending because I love AEW.
Wait, what?
He's
comments.
responding to chats.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. Yeah, I mean, again, it's obviously Moxie, the one that lift us up that Wednesday, and it was something that we need to hear. It just. I'm sorry. It's just, to me, it goes back to the action. Like, why give the Punk the championship at the beginning? We understand why, but it's like I don't know. It's something we could not have predicted, regardless of whose fault was it. Was it Hangman Page? Was it Punk himself? It's an unfortunate event, and it leaves everybody with an open mouth, especially a lot of people that thought about it was a work. People were thinking, oh, it's a work. We're getting this, we're getting that. And then on Wednesday, turns out it's not a work. It's almost like the Cody situation all over again. It's like, oh, no, this is actually real. This is actually happening. And And for one thing, I can't believe the episode didn't get enough views as it's supposed to. It just didn't get enough views. But we'll get into that topic later.
Well, I think 1.2 is pretty high for them. And I think consistently, even they broke down the numbers. Brandon Thurston broke down the numbers. It was the main event hit 1.1 consistently. I think that kind of. I mean, I think the big part is, can they keep that number next week, this Wednesday? I mean, if they can keep that number this Wednesday, then we're good to go. If not, then I agree, it's worthless.
I mean, but at what cost? It's like at what cost?
Yeah.
Are your numbers are going up again? It's to me, it's uncertainty, not knowing where we're going, and of course we know now, but at this point in time, we don't know, and it's one of those things we just have to wait and see.